No, they never know the story of us before the glory.
I do it all again.
I wish we could rewind.
I wish we could
Rewind. A Blessings Knocking is a new down, kicking off the show with Rewind by Sauti Soul featuring Calligraph Jones. A very beautiful song considering what we're gonna talk about today. Hey yo, and good morning again from RTV. It is your boy Amuna, and this is the Sign-In Show. Remember, we meet here every morning to motivate, support, encourage, and not to forget, celebrate each other as we go about our different endeavors. Today is Thursday, and I want us to just do something very small. I want you to look at yourself. Let's call it Look Back Thursday. Yes, Look Back Thursday sounds very beautiful. Considering also this song.
You are my lifeline, keep you in my zone, in a lifetime, and we can make it all the way. 'Cause they never know the story of us.
They never know the story of us before the glory. This song talks about a reflection of their past. And I want us to do the same today. You know, sometimes on this journey of success, you tend to just beat yourself up every morning. You want to be better, get better. Sometimes you don't give yourself enough credit. Yeah? Sometimes you're not seeing the much you've done. You don't count the distance you've come. And I want us today to just look back. Yeah? 5 years. Or even 3. Or even 2, and to some of you, even just 3 months back. Some of you are not in the same place that you are right now, but you still beat yourself up every morning, which is not a bad thing, but just give yourself some flowers. Kindly. Just give yourself some flowers because you've come a long way. You need to appreciate that. There's somebody who says you can never know where you're going without knowing where you're coming from. So just look back. Just look back and see the much growth you've made. And then you'll understand why I say I'm proud of you every day. Because every day you wake up to do the same thing or even a different thing. But just look at the miles, the strides that you make each and every day. Take today as a look back Thursday to just look back and see how much growth you've made, because some of us have grown rather wholesomely, whether spiritually, if you're a spiritual person, whether financially, which all of us want to, whether it's socially in terms of how you relate with others, or even whether it's mentally. Because some people maybe were bad, like in mental, they didn't have like good mental health, but then they intentionally made strides to become a better person. And look where you are now. You're not the same person. And that's why you need to give yourself flowers. You need to appreciate your growth. You need to clap for yourself. Just look back and see where 5 years back, you are staying maybe in a different house, a different place, and things worked up a little bit. You moved to a better place. Or even 5 years back, you didn't have something that you own or you own right now. You know, sometimes when you own things, you tend to forget that you never had them sometime. And you get that, I don't know how, should I call it ego or what? You're having an iPhone 12 right now and you're very mad at yourself. Sometimes you feel bad that you don't have iPhone 14 or 15. Bro, you used to have a Kaduda 5 years ago. Those are how many thousands away from that? A Kaduda is 1,000. iPhone 12 is almost 80 or 90,000. You made a 72,000 shillings stride. Not that the phone is important, but that stride, it is. So sometimes you need to give yourself flowers. Just look back to know whether you're making progress or not, which most of us are, at least most of the people that I know. You know, one person who's very much intrigued with growth. Like, I love seeing people grow in all aspects. I just love seeing people get out of their comfort zone and just grow and become better people. It's very beautiful to watch. And if you're doing so and you think that you're not doing enough, bro, sister, I'm so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing. Look back. Appreciate yourself. Today, hata chukua leo Thursday. Take 1,000 shillings. Enda hapo mahali uitishe kakitu kula. Buy yourself a gift to just say, man, you've come from far. You need to acknowledge that. You come from far and it's very beautiful to look at your journey. A lot of people will be inspired by your journey. If there is this one person who inspires me, it's Calligraph Jones.
And not the peak is where I aim for. Hey, you already know.
Not even because I try to rap or anything. Even if I wasn't a rapper, I'll be really inspired by his journey. Because I've seen people like him in the ghettos, like you're in Nairobi, but it's like you're not in Nairobi. Things are just happening and you actually know nothing about them. But then look at him now. Sweat, effort, relentlessness, just keeping on going. And then when you look back at the distance and you say, where? Look at Jalango's journey. Very inspiring. If you hear his story, very inspiring. A lot of comedians actually have very beautiful journeys. I think they have, because they used to, I think in, not comedians, let me say artists. Because most artists have their journey traced back to KNT, going to do free shows and all that. Some of you never did that. But still, it doesn't count that your journey wasn't as intriguing as anyone else. No, everybody's is on their own journey, and your journey is as interesting as you wish it to be, and as it is. You don't need to change anything. You just need to keep going. But all in all, I just want you to look back.
Cause they can never let us go. So in a bid to explode, your situation to before he get toxic. Hey, now he touching my good vibes in my lifetime. You're my only hope, baby, you are my lifeline. Keep you in my zone, in a me lifetime, and we can make it all the way.
But they never know the story of us before the glory.
And I do it all again.
I wish we could rewind. Yes, like I said, today I want it to be a look back Thursday. Just look back. There's nothing serious today. Just look back. See your journey. See how much hurdles you've gone through. How much hurdles you've gone over. How many walls you've broken down to just be where you are right now. And just take this Thursday today to just be proud of yourself. Look back at the distance that you've made, the strides that you've made. 5 years back, 3 years back, 2 years back, 1 year back, or even a month ago. I'm sure if you're you're pushing up every day, you're not in the same place that you are. And that is enough to just give yourself flowers. Just sit down and look back and say, hey bro, Amuna, you are doing great. We are not there yet. We are not close to being there, but we are somewhere. Just tell yourself that. It doesn't kill to just appreciate your efforts for one day. Just look back. Not every Thursday is just to look back at your childhood and have nostalgia about. No. Today, just look back at your journey and compare the life that you lived 5 years ago. The things you could afford 5 years ago are the things you can afford right now. The joy that you had 5 years ago and the joy that you have right now, considering now that you are an adult, there are some things that you never get to be so happy when you're an adult like you are when you are a kid. But all factors held constant, you've grown, literally. Obviously, the growth isn't going to be the same from each person. It's going to be different. Someone has made million strides. Another one has made 3 strides. Another one has made 4 strides. But when you look back and you see that you've made strides, you deserve the flowers. Just give yourself flowers for all the hard work that you put in. The sleepless nights that you had. The sweat, the blood, the tears that you had to give to just be where you are right now. And take your time and just give yourself flowers and say you've come from far. Because most people never know the story. They just see you up there and they don't know how many staircases you had to go through, how many falls you had to take to just be where you are. There's a meme I saw the other day. It said, you can't spell or write millions without a couple of L's. So take your L's and go create the million. That was so inspiring. Yeah. So it's a look back Thursday. Just look back and see the journey. See the growth that you've made and be so proud of yourself, because nobody is going to be if you ain't by yourself. They never know the story of you before the glory. So look back and give yourself flowers.
They can never let us go. So in a bid to explode, his situation to before he get toxic. Hey, now he touching my good vibes in my life.
A blessings knocking, it's a new down. Kama kawaida, go out there and catch as many worms as you can, like the early bird that you are. Remember, we are rooting for you. We are watching for you. Go out there and win. It might not look like you're winning today, but there is tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, 1 year to come, 10 years to come, 20 years to come. Remember, there is no lateness when it comes to success. Keep doing what you're doing, and we are so proud of you. This is your boy Amuna, and this is the sign in. See you on the next one.
Hey, yo, see, vibes are positive. This is something I will live to remember. Leonin, I feel Kabazenga. I'm thinking I'ma stay lit till December. Beside me is a shorty very cool kiss.